guys, hope you're having a great day. Today is Friday. Happy Friday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going well and refreshed, and I'm feeling ready. Now, after the comatose of Easter, we didn't have a ton of leftovers, which is good. So there wasn't a lot of like extras we had to use up. So today I'm like, all right, I got to come up with some creative ideas for our Gather Your Fragment Friday to see what we can come up with. So I thank HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. So today we're gonna make some HelloFresh meals. Like, I've seen my other YouTube mama friends make these and I'm like, this looks pretty cool. So we're gonna make some meals, as well as, who has leftover candy for Easter? Anybody? All right, well, you know Grandma Linda sent that wonderful gift package for the kids, and included in it were Peeps. Now, I don't love Peeps. Well, I can't say I don't love them. They're just not something I would naturally go to grab and eat. And so I was thinking, what can I do with all of these Peeps? Because there's a lot, a lot for us. So I searched the internet for a few little recipes, and I'm like, what can we do? We were just gonna cook them over the fire and just do marshmallows, but we never ended up doing a fire this weekend. So we're gonna come up with a creative way to use up these Peep marshmallows. So you have to watch for that. And then remember these gigantic cake mixes? Oh yeah, bought those at the discount store last time. I'm gonna come up with some recipes to do with this. I have got a ton of bananas, and so this one, I'm gonna make some banana bread with it using the cake mix. And then when Ashlyn was here, she wanted to make whoopie pies, and we did not make, she's like, I'm gonna have whoopie pies, and I'm like, because usually when Easter's here, I'll text my, I normally, I think I always do, or ask all my kids, text them, you know, ask Craig, see, what do you guys wanna have for Easter? It's always the staples, things like that. And so one thing Ashley said, she's like, we need to make whoopie pies. And I'm like, whoopie pies? I'm like, okay, so I was gonna make those when she was here. Well, we never did. So this video is gonna be able to show her how to make whoopie pies again. So normally I do it from scratch, which you can do. I have the recipe for that, but I found a recipe using Devil's Food cake mix to make those as well. So I thought I'm gonna do like a smaller size batch of those today. And we've got some dinners. I've got to make some stuff in the smoker. We've got things to make. We got to make some breakfast. We got to gather our fragments and make some good things today. So you guys ready to get going with our day? All right, let's get going. We're doing an earbud today because today is an earbud day. We've got our coffee rolling. I will not be shaken. Remember, do not be shaken. Don't let anything shake you. Stand firm. All right, let's drink coffee and get going with our day. Let's mix up some banana bread first using a cake mix. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is get my oil out. I used to always bake with regular canola, vegetable oil, and that's fine to do. And then I realized coconut oil is a little better for you. I mean, is it? I don't know. Is anything really any better for you? I mean, I'm gonna put it in a cake mix right now, which, you know, is probably not that good for you. But anyways, oils, I like baking with coconut oil. I get this one at Big Lots. It's $12, look at that. Go to Big Lots and look, way cheaper than anywhere else. Like, I haven't found it cheaper. I used to shop up at the Amish stores in Michigan, and they had these like this, and it was about the same price. And then I was like, I came down here and all I saw was a tiny one at Sam's Club, and I'm like, oh my goodness, so expensive. Well, then I discovered that Big Lots sells, that it was the same, it used to be called, I think it's called Big Boy or Butcher Boy. It might have been called Butcher Boy, the old name, but now it's Fresh Finds. So whether they bought them out, I don't know. But this works really good. So all you do, someone asked me, they said it was softer when they bought it and it got hard as it set. That's what coconut oil does. It looks like this. It's hard, and then depending on how warm your house is, like mine's, it's a little melty because it's like 72 degrees in here right now. But if you microwave it, it just gets liquidy. So we'll do this, put it in the microwave. It's actually really soft. If it was winter time, it'd be really hard. So I'm gonna put this in here, put it in the microwave to melt it, to mix it together, and then if I don't use it all, I can just pour it right back into the jar. But I'm actually gonna do a bunch because I need this for my couple recipes. So we'll just do this, stick in the microwave. It works really good, and this will last us forever and ever and ever. So, and coconut oil is great. Get it? I used to brush my teeth with coconut oil. Try it. It's called oil pulling or something. It helped my teeth a lot, fix a lot of issues I had in my mouth. Look that up. Oil pull. If you have teeth issues, like, you know, decay or like underlying issues, look up oil pulling. I don't do it to the extreme, but I used to brush my teeth with it every single morning, once a day on my teeth. I saw a huge difference in my teeth. Okay, back to teeth. We're not doing teeth. We're making banana bread. So put this in the microwave for like 30 seconds. All right, I'm just gonna put everything in the bowl, put the recipe on the screen. I have to measure out my cakes mix. It's 4 cups for this humongous box for a regular size cake mix. It's bananas, oil, and eggs. That's it. Easy. Let's mix it up. All right, let's mix up probably one more batch. I'm debating how much to make. We gotta taste it, make sure it's delicious. I'm sure it is. I'm gonna mix up another batch. All right, since the oven is going, I'm going to do my Peeps popcorn now. So I have the celery popcorn popper. This is the greatest thing ever. Got it on Amazon real cheap. I'm gonna put some popcorn in the microwave, get some popcorn going. I need like 3 cups for each little recipe. So we're gonna make some Peeps popcorn balls. This is like our Jell-O popcorn balls that we made a little while ago. These are so good. These will be delicious too, I'm sure. So let's start making popcorn. All right, so I'm gonna do this all in the microwave instead of on the stove because I don't have to clean a big pot up. So since I have so many different flavors, we'll have to do one at a time, I know. So I'm gonna get out a mixing bowl. What you're gonna do is put a tablespoon of butter in there, and then I just have to pull the eyeballs off here. They say to take the eyeballs off. I wonder if you really have to. I think that really matters. Let me Google that, hold on. Okay, I've got popcorn going. So I did look. I didn't see anybody else that removed the eyeballs, so I'll do one batch with the eyeballs intact and see how it goes. So it's gonna be 1 tablespoon of butter. I'm using unsalted butter just because I have a lot of it in here with the Peeps, and you're gonna put it in the microwave for like 30 seconds and stir it. You gotta get it real smooth, and then you're gonna add 3 cups of popcorn to it and just mix it up. They said to make sure your hands are, obviously like popcorn balls are gonna be very, very sticky, so make sure they're sprayed or use water and that'll be the same thing. So let's mix this up. I got one more batch in here I'm gonna do, and then I'll put this in the microwave. All right, got a few more. I got 2 more packages of Peeps to make. So this is easy. It's just like continue over and over. If you had one flavor, it'd be a whole lot better. The fruit punch smelled really good. The other ones, I don't really smell them too much, but fruit punch was very overpowering, kind of like a Jell-O. So let's do the root beer one. Oh, wow. What is that? the root beer, different. Different. When you're scooping out the popcorn, make sure, put it in a big bowl like I've done here, and then when you're scooping it, make sure you kind of like sift out the seeds, because you do not want to bite into a popcorn ball with the seed. It will like break a tooth. So that's why I do this separately. I didn't even salt my popcorn because it's got a lot of sugar in the peep mixture. Okay, so these turned out good. You can, I had some burned popcorn, so like my little black is no big deal, but like battery died. So you see like a little tiny eyeball like right there, but it's not gonna matter if your popcorn is a little bit, you know, burned. But this looks really good, it smells good. The kids will love this. And then these came out, these smell so good. I think I actually wanna try this. I might mix the rest of the batch up, but first I'm gonna mix up my whoopie pies and get those going in the oven first, and then we'll work on making more banana bread too, because it takes an hour to bake in the oven. So let's mix up whoopie pies with the devil's food cake mix. I'm going to use half of this box to make a bunch of it. So that, but it's a package of devil's food cake mix and a 1/4 cup of butter softened and 2 eggs. They do a different filling. I'm gonna do my homemade filling because I know it's delicious. So I'm gonna double this in my bowl here and then mix it up, and then we'll, since to roll little balls, which is different than plopping it, and then we'll bake it in the oven. Normally this is a lot thicker, so this you make into balls, which would probably make the perfect whoopie pie, which is awesome. So roll them into a bunch of balls, put them on your cookie sheet. We're gonna bake them for a few minutes in the oven. All right, so I've got 2 cookie sheets there. I only have a little bit left, so I will definitely make the rest of those up in there. So I'm gonna let these bake and then take them out. I got more bread over here. I gotta put in a thing to cool. We're gonna keep moving. Okay, I got my whoopie pies cooking in here. So they're almost done. I decided I'm gonna make Twinkies. Twinkies will be delicious. So we'll have like, the whoopie pies are like Suzie Qs. Does anybody else remember Suzie Qs? Suzie Qs, and then I'll make a Twinkie batch, but I'm gonna do this real simple with the cake mix because I was like, what am I gonna do with this leftover yellow cake? Twinkies, it's so good. They're really good frozen as well. And you mix up a regular yellow cake mix, and then we'll make some boiled frosting, which we'll do for the whoopie pies. We'll do the same filling. It'll be delicious. So I just put my big batch in here. I'm gonna do half of the batch that's on the box. You add oil and water. Make it according to your box directions, and we're gonna bake it in a 9x13 pan. And then when it cools, we'll slice it through the middle. It's gonna be good. Really good. Takes you back to childhood. All right, so when these come out of the oven, they look like this. They have cracked tops, just like this. Let this sit and cool. This is going really good. So I am going to mix up the next batch of cake mix because the chocolate turned out really good. So in my mixing bowl, I'm gonna do the same recipe that I did, the box of cake mix, a whole stick of butter, and some eggs. Let's mix up. All right, so the kids are getting up, they want a smoothie for breakfast, so I'm using up a lot of I have frozen bananas here, even though I have fresh ones, because I want to use these up. So I'm gonna put 2 of these in here with some strawberries and just some milk. It's good and delicious. All right, so Maddie got up and made her own. She wanted scrambled eggs on toast. Paul was showing her how he made them in the pan. She just fell in love with that idea and loved them. So I am going to heat up. These are breakfast burritos that were in the freezer. They've been in the refrigerator. I'm gonna put these in the microwave. This is what Steven wants. Perfect. Okay, came outside. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous day. My goodness. My kids are loving the chicken on the grill. So I have a package of the Miracle Whip honey mustard one, or mustard, no honey, and then this is just grilled chicken. We had it the other day. They love it. So I'm gonna put this on my smoker and let it cook. Okay. All right, my camera died, so I had to go get a battery. So it is gorgeous outside. Oh my goodness, it is so beautiful outside today. It is gonna be a great day. So we are loving the smoked chicken. Like I made, it's so funny because when Ashley and Paul were here, we didn't even have that much for leftovers, and so I cooked some on the grill, and it was like just enough to everybody to have one little chicken breast, like a half of one, and I was like, oh my goodness, is that gonna be enough for everybody? But we ate it right up. There's plenty for everybody. And then we made some coconut lime rice, which I'll make today, and some roasted broccoli. And it was so good. And the kids are like, oh, I don't like chicken, but they had it. They're like, this is the best chicken ever. So what I'm gonna do is, let me show you. The key is going to be to not make it dry. If your family doesn't like chicken, it's probably because you're cooking it, well, maybe they just don't like chicken, but they probably don't like it because it's probably dry. So cook it, use the thermometer, and you just cook it to 165 degrees. That's it. That, if you go over, it gets way too dry because that makes it nice and juicy. So let me show you mine here. So this is just a regular marinade. It's got some olive oil and lemon juice and stuff on it, salt and pepper, really easy, and garlic. This is Miracle Whip and mustard mixed together. So I'll have 2 different meals here. That'll be plenty. Because this is Gather Your Fragment Friday. Get one little piece here. This is Gather Your Fragment Friday, and so this way, this meals will take us through for the weekend, for today, Saturday, and Sunday. So I like to do this once. Like, it'd be great to cook every day, but I don't want to have to do that this weekend. This weekend I want to do other things. So if I can do all this chicken here and just keep it in a container and then we just heat it up, then it tastes really, really good. So this is delicious. All right, I'm gonna go in. I've got some more chicken from HelloFresh that I'm gonna marinate and get together. And it says to cook it in a pan, but I'm gonna smoke it on the grill because that's gonna make it taste really, really good. So let's go in and start working on their recipes for chicken. Do you see Maxine up there coming down the mountain? She was chasing the kitty. Ruby's still sleeping. You can't be up there. Come on, Maxine, come on. Come on. She's like, what? I'm chasing a cat. I mean, she's not even chasing a cat. Can you see the kitty up there? Where is it at on my camera? It's so hard to see, but I think it's like right there. But Chi-Chi's up there. She's like, leave me alone, dog. Can't chase the kitty. Ruby's like, I'm still sleeping, not even awake yet. So, all right, I'm gonna go in and start the chicken. Thank you, HelloFresh, for sponsoring today's video. In case you have no idea what HelloFresh is a meal delivery kit. What it is that you get these delicious seasonal recipes and fresh pre-measured ingredients delivered right to your door with HelloFresh. It's America's #1 meal kit. I've got my chicken all washed for both recipes, and I've got my carrots washed. I'm gonna be making this yogurt marinated chicken with garlic sauce. I know this is gonna be delicious because we have marinated chicken with yogurt before and did like a tzatziki one on the grill, and it was so good. So I'm gonna put all mine marinated here in the bowl, and then I will put it out on the smoker because I know that's gonna be delicious.
HelloFresh's pre-portions ingredients means there's less prep for you and less wasted food, because you know you don't need big giant bottles of balsamic vinegar if you don't use it, except you just use a couple tablespoons in a recipe. So I hate wasting it. So that's a good positive thing. It's more sustainable.
All right, the great thing about the HelloFresh meals is that they're all like right here, all pictures ready to go. And then another good thing is you see me make this dish right here. Guess what? You can watch what I'm doing and mimic that in your own home and do the same exact dish. So chopped up all my garlic. I'm gonna put everything in a bowl so I can marinate my chicken, get it set so it can go on the smoker. It also cuts out the stressful meal planning and prepping, so you can enjoy cooking and getting dinner on the table in just 30 minutes, sometimes even 20 minutes with the quick and easy meal plans. There's so many great little recipes and so many great different meal plans that you can choose with them.
HelloFresh has more 5-star recipes than any other meal kit, so you know you'll get something delicious. Did you know that the average trip to the grocery store takes 41 minutes? I think that for our family, a whole lot more. With HelloFresh, you can skip those trips and get everything you need to make chef-curated meals delivered to your door.
All right, I'm gonna let the chicken sit there and it's just gonna marinate. I'm gonna chop up my carrots. I'm gonna leave them. I'm just gonna cut the ends off and then just cut them up and we're gonna roast them. It'll be delicious. These HelloFresh meals are awesome because everything is right here. Look at, I've got my food. I don't have to worry about how many to cut up or if I have more in the pantry or the refrigerator. Everything is really easy to do. All laid out for you, labeled nicely. No guessing on any of this. This is a really good thing. Okay, I came outside. My first chicken is looking delicious. So you can see it here. Let me scooch over here. Start scrubbing that. Yeah, don't do that. Look at, looking good. So I'm gonna add the next batch of chicken in here, the one recipe that I make right now, so it can continue to smoke. So it's gonna be good. You know what I love about it? Look at, it's the same chicken that I get. It's the restaurant quality chicken right here that I get at the discount store. Look at the same chicken. So it's that nice, thin, delicious. So this is gonna be cooking. This will be done before this will, but we're gonna go back in and finish. We're gonna make the couscous. All right, so my cooking is chicken. My chicken is cooking. I'm gonna make my couscous. Now this is really cool because it's Israeli couscous. Like I have the small ones. Mediterranean couscous, I guess. I don't know if it's the same thing, but this is cool because it's bigger. Always good, like I said, branch out a little bit. I love that I can branch out on some meals and my kids will actually try them and maybe like them, which is always a good thing. So this is a great little dish. Very easy, just put together, all good to go. So I'm going to, let's see again, like I'd have to look at my phone, but here it is. All I have to do is take this in here with some butter and just cook those for about 2 to 4 minutes. So we're gonna cook these. I love pistachios. We're gonna cook this for 2 minutes. All right, so while that's cooking, I'm going to, we love the roasted vegetables. We did broccoli the other day, it was so good. So I have cauliflower here and some sweet potatoes. So I'm just gonna put these on the cookie sheet, drizzle them with olive oil, and then I have a garlic pepper seasoning to put on top. Put those in everything because the carrots are in there, and then we'll have that with the other chicken that we made today. For gathering your fragments, we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, we're gonna have 4 different meals here. I like this, let's do this. All right, we are all about chicken. Here we are, balsamic fig chicken. This chicken is just seasoned with olive oil or marinated with olive oil, salt and pepper. I'm gonna put it in my bowl here and then I'm gonna put it on the smoker. All right, my chicken is good. I checked it, this is good. So I'm gonna get off my, not my HelloFresh meal, but my other meals. I'm gonna take off these ones, they're done. Probably should have kept the chicken in that one area so that way it doesn't taste all the same, but that's okay. This is done. I'm gonna take it in and cover this because it's one of our meals. So we're gonna have chicken here on the smoker, roasted potatoes, and some mixed green salad. Delicious. I know I've seen other YouTube moms do these, and I thought that's a great idea, especially for sometimes during the week when life gets so busy, because not everybody can just get a meal on the, you know, the table each and every day, because it is a lot of work. I know it's a lot of work. I do this all day long, and so having these meals already figured out, and they're different ones, not something I normally would make, so it gives me like a variety of things to make for our family, and that's where it's a good thing. You can feed the whole family, even if you have a large size family, with larger boxes for more servings and more savings. All right, you can go to HelloFresh.com and use the code AmyMaryon12 to get 12 free meals, including free shipping. How awesome is that? So use my code AmyMaryon12 and you're gonna get 12 free meals. I think that's so, so awesome. Okay, I love this because this is something I would never in a million years even think to make. That big sauce tastes so, it doesn't taste, it smells so good. I haven't tasted yet, but this is gonna be delicious. Balsamic big chicken. See, I would never like, it's like, that's what's great about these is it's just a variety of different things to try. It gives you like, oh, okay, I never thought to have that. So I've got my stuff roasting down here. My carrots and my potatoes are going in there. I just take out my other pan because I wanted to get these ones done first. So this is just gonna boil, it's gonna thicken up, and then you're gonna add butter and salt and pepper, and then I'll make a little salad. So this is great. The chicken outside is almost done. This, and I've got one more meal to make. So there's 3 dinners in there, which is awesome. On top of the chicken, so that's like 4 dinners. We're actually gonna hit till Monday, but we'll probably do some of these for lunch too. We'll have a lunch, supper kind of meal. So this I'm just stirring here. I'm gonna add the butter and the salt and pepper in here, and then move on to a little salad. It's gonna be easy, easy. Okay, so we're going. The chicken is almost done on the smoker. It's almost there, but I'm like, I need to cook a little bit longer. So the stuff is still roasting in the oven, so I'm gonna mix up the beef. Okay, I'm gonna say this wrong. Flautas. Correct me however you say it. Supreme. So Jensen's on, he's like, I wanna mix it up with you. So we're gonna do it. So when you see other extra hands, they're not mine, they are Jensen's. So we're gonna chop up, we're gonna do some onions, and then cook our ground beef on the stove, mix it all up. It's basically like taco mix, and then we're gonna roll it in between some tortillas and bake them in the oven. It looks delicious. Okay, I want to go. I lost my little cooking buddy with meat. I think it took too long to cook. That's okay. So I'm gonna put a little cookie sheet here, some oil, because these, I'm gonna call them flautas, whatever they're called. You just basically, it's basically a taco and you roll it up. And the great thing is, the things that I'm making tonight, we're gonna sample them all and try them, I'll let you know. You can look up the recipe and make it, like figure out the exact ingredients right on the website, which is pretty cool. So you put a little bit of oil on the back of it, and you put some of this mixture in the middle. Let's see if I can do this. I need a smaller spoon. I need a smaller spoon, and then you roll them up. Let's see. Oh, and cheese too. A cheaping quarter cup, and then some cheese. Actually, I'm gonna do these ones cheeseless for Jane because I told her to make some cheeseless ones. So you just roll them up, and then you can use a toothpick to hold them together. But I'm gonna hope that I can just put them together just by rolling them and putting them right next to each other. Let's see how this goes. Let me show you this. All right, so I didn't do any cheese on those ones because that way it's not too hard to distinguish. I'm just gonna put these in bacon. When they come out, I'll put some cheese on them. That'll be a little bit different. So we're gonna bake them in the oven. I think it's 350. No, 425. Hot, hot, hot. So let's put it in there because all the vegetables are done roasting too. All right, we gotta do some cleaning up here because I feel like there's a big giant mess everywhere. Let me clean this all up so we can keep on moving. All right, I'm gonna mix up pico de gallo. I'm gonna use my chopper to make life faster. So it has been a busy time. Oh my goodness. So these came out of the oven, crispy and delicious. I've got my pico de gallo and my de gallo, whatever it is, with sour cream. So I will show you everything plated at the end, what it's gonna look like. But I'm moving onward. So I've got a pot of water boiling for pasta. I'm gonna make macaroni and cheese because I opened my meat and cheese store, and then the cheese sandwiches, look what happened. The kids didn't close the bag. So this is still fine. Just break it apart. It's all gonna melt. Put it in there with some milk, the pasta, and I'll bake it in the oven. We'll have macaroni and cheese to go with all of our chicken because we got a lot of chicken dinners. It's gonna be a really good weekend here for food. And then I started boiling. I'm gonna make my I think it's called boiled frosting, boiled flour. Oh, sounds weird. Boiled flour icing. That's what I'm gonna use to fill my whoopie pies with. So I'll put the rest of the screen what it is when I'm done. But I'm cooking the pasta. We're getting there. I'm almost out of the kitchen. Can you see I'm hot? Getting hot. It's getting sweaty. Yeah, look at all those dishes. So Mama did some cooking today. Right, so macaroni and cheese is baking down. Everything else is done. Oh my goodness, I have all my bowls out. Usually, we're big on casseroles, and so I'm learning to like veer away from casseroles so much and go more like a main thing in sides. And so the kids are just getting older, changing just life. So I've got so many dishes over here. I'm gonna take a break, eat lunch, because I'm hungry. Have the kids eat lunch, they're hungry too. They keep coming, they're like, it smells so good, okay. So we're gonna do these little beef flautas supreme. We're gonna have these, and then I can let you know how they taste, and then we'll have it for lunch. I'll take a break, and then I'll do the whoopie pies. All right, moment of truth of how these taste. I know they're delicious because they smell so good. And all these are delicious ingredients. Tastes like a delicious taco, but supreme-like. So, all right, I'm gonna call them up for lunch and then we'll eat. All right, we had a break for lunch, so now I'm gonna finish up by making my frosting for my whoopie pies and taking these bananas and putting them in containers to freeze them because we're gathering the fragments. All right, so I've got my flour. I'm gonna make my boiled flour icing. I've got my flour and milk. I cooked it on the stove, it got thick. It's in the freezer so it can cool off. And I'm gonna start whipping together. It's granulated sugar and good old shortening. And there's gonna whip it, it gets nice and fluffy, and you can add that ingredient to it, makes it real fluffy and nice. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna listen to my video here, and I'm gonna make these whoopie pies. All you do is take a cookie, spread it with some delicious filling, put the back in. I'm gonna put it in this container, and I'm gonna wrap them up individually because I'm going to freeze them, and then I'll do the Twinkie ones after I'm done. All right, let's mix these up, or not mix these up. Let's create these, but let me get something going on here. All right, the only difference between these and a homemade version, I feel like the homemade version is a little bit softer, but this is really, really good. Now the probably will change. It's got a little bit of, I mean, it's got a little bit of crisp to it, not too much. Probably change as you freeze them, and then they get completely soft. So I feel like that's not gonna be an issue. How good. All right, I gotta take my cakes now and cut them in half perfectly, and then fill those, and then just slice them up. They're delicious Twinkies. I didn't wrap all those because, like, I stuck my face. That shows a true cook right there. She loves her food. I didn't wrap all those. I just put them in the container with the lid. That's gonna work. I'll leave these out. The kids will eat them. They will do good. I'll wrap up my banana bread, which is really good, by the way. We had that for for breakfast. Tastes good. It tastes like banana cake is what it tastes like. The popcorn balls taste like the Jello popcorn balls. I had one. I was like, I had a little piece. I'm not huge on them, but they're good. I mean, they're good. They're gonna taste like Peeps is what they're gonna taste like. And then these are probably my favorite, the Twinkies. If I were to buy what are the Hostess food, I would buy a Twinkie. Those taste so good. It's the same feeling as this, just the yellow cake. So that will take, I'll put those in a container and freeze those as well. And then I'm gonna show you all the dinners we made, because we did a gather your fragment day. Whew, this mama's done. I got the door wide open. It is gorgeous outside. I'm finished. Let's go see what we made. So I put the other ones in the freezer. These, the kids will come and eat. This is the bread. I will wrap these up. It's good. We had a piece off it. It's delicious, delicious. There's the popcorn balls. All turned out delicious. The kids like this. And these are the Twinkies. Love these. These are really good. Just cream-filled Twinkies. Really good. You could probably do cupcakes. All the delicious stuff. And then all of our food over here. Oh my goodness. I have so many different things. I'm going to put the HelloFresh meals together, show you what they look like. This is the chicken that I had. It's gonna be a chicken weekend. That's the honey mustard. That's just the regular grilled chicken. This is going to be just the plain one, but it's gonna have this dressing in it right here, which I'll put together. This is the one that goes with the couscous. I'm excited for that. This is mac and cheese. I'll open that in a second. Here's some roasted veggies. We have this, we have the carrots, and we have potatoes. So let me see my mac and cheese. Oh yeah, that'll be delicious in there. Then we've got a salad in here, and that's it. My goodness, what a great day. I feel like I've been baking and making a lot of food in the kitchen here, but guess what? I don't have to make food for a few days, and I am excited for that. We're gonna have a lot of chicken, but my kids are loving chicken, so it's kind of like the pumpkin muffin. You just eat a whole lot of it, and then they get so sick of it. So chicken, they'll grow tired of it, but right now they're loving it, so I'm gonna make it every single day. So let me put my plates together of my HelloFresh meals just to show you what they look like. All right, here's their picture. And here's mine. This looks good. I know that. Let me try the chicken. Oh wow. That's really good. See, I would never have mixed, but some Mexican's climbing in my leg. She's like, I like it too. That's good. The roasted potatoes. Oh yeah. And leafy lettuce. That's really good. Okay, winner on that. All right, yogurt marinated chicken with garlic sauce right there. Here's my plate. I didn't put the extra cilantro on top or the lime wedge, but I'm sure it's delicious. Let's try it. All right, the chicken reminded me like a curry chicken. Oh wow. That's good. Oh wow, it's like got a nice, how do I describe that? A nice, yeah, Mexican says, I describe it like I want it. That's good. It's got like a nice, okay, it's got like a little zing at the end. What was in that? I don't even remember. Paprika, caraway, paprika, and turmeric. A warming flavor. It is like a warming flavor. It's like a smooth flavor. And then this, I'm excited to try this. The couscous. Oh wow. Because I love couscous, but I feel like it's tiny balls with the pistachios. And that's good. And then roasted carrots. Winner, winner. as well as the beef things that we had for lunch. Okay, this is good. What's my favorite? Ooh. Oh, I might say this one. The taco things were good too. I call them taco flat, beef flatus, whatever they were. But this is, I really like this. I like the way it's like a smooth flavor on the chicken. So we've got dinners. I've got a meal, 1, 2. I've got the beef roll-ups, 3. I've got chicken grilled, 4, and the honey mustard chicken grilled, 5, with macaroni and cheese and all these roasted. That's 5 meals. But we're thinking lunches too. So that'll take us through for the weekend. So I hope you enjoyed today's Gather Your Fragment Friday. It was a big Gather Your Fragment Friday. Oh my goodness. Remember, if you want any HelloFresh meals, go to HelloFresh.com and use my code AmyMaryon12 for 12 free meals. That's good. Well, free meals. Who wants a free meal? I want a free meal. Do that. And free shipping. And they deliver right to your door. My delivery guy dropped it off and I was like, boom, here it is. Opened it up and it's all fresh and good. So, all right. Thank you, HelloFresh, for sponsoring today's video. All right. This mama is done in the kitchen. I am taking the apron off. Oh yeah. When the apron comes off, you know this mama's done. So you have a fantastic rest of your day and enjoy the rest of your weekend. All right, we'll see ya. All right, bye. And for those of you that want to stay, I'm gonna read our psalm for the day. Psalm 75, God abases the proud, but exalts the righteous. We give thanks and praise to you, O God, we give thanks. For your wonderful works declare that your name is near. People declare your wonders. When I select an appointed time, I will judge with equity, says the Lord. The earth and all the inhabitants of it melt in tumultuous times. It is I who will steady its pillars. I said to the arrogant, do not boast, and to the wicked, do not lift up the horn of self-glorification. Do not lift up your defiant and aggressive horn on high. Do not speak with a stiff neck. For not from the east, nor from the west, nor from the desert comes exaltation, but God is the judge. He puts down one and lifts up another. For a cup of his wrath is in the hand of the Lord, and the wine foams. It is well mixed and fully spiced, and he pours out from it. And all the wicked of the earth must drain it and drink down to its dregs. But as for me, I will declare it and rejoice forever. I will sing praises to the God of Jacob. All the horns of the wicked he will cut off, but the horns of the righteous will be lifted up. Have a blessed weekend.